My name is Mark Keane. The title of the story is Experimenting with Juliet. I'll read the opening. Juliet had never seen her father so cross. "What are you thinking?" He paced the room. "Why didn't you wear the safety glasses?" "I forgot." She watched him rub his back of his neck, a sure sign he was vexed. "You could have been badly scarred or lost an eye," Beezy said. Her father stopped pacing and plunged his hands deep in the pockets of his brown cords. "How could you be so careless?" She'd been playing in his study, which was more like a chemistry laboratory. Giddy from solvent fumes, she reached for one bottle after another, pouring different chemicals into a beaker, enthralled by the color changes and hissing effervescence. The bubbling intensified until a mini explosion shattered the beaker. "Come with me, sweetie. Let's leave the professor in peace." Beezy took her hand and led her away. "A cup of hot milk is what you need after such a shock." Juliet pulled her hand free and looked back. Her father sat at his desk. He caught her eye and looked away. "Come along." Beezy grabbed her elbow. Juliet had no brothers or sisters. Her mother died in childbirth, and Beezy, an unmarried cousin, came to stay as a live-in nanny cum housekeeper. She had bulging eyes and a gaping mouth, which reminded Juliet of the carp in the window of the fishmonger. "Hot milk, and I'll let you read one of my magazines." Words fascinated Juliet, how they sounded and what they meant. Her father often read out clues from crosswords. She loved it when he made up his own clues. Her favourite was Geggs. Geggs. The answer has 9 letters. Scrambled. She listened carefully as he explained the clue, then squealed her delight. Scrambled Geggs. George Prousnitz, her father's closest friend, was a regular visitor and often joined in the game. "Juliet, here's a clue for you. The answer has 5 letters. Dis or dat duck." He said it in a silly voice. "Any idea?" Juliet shook her head. "Why, it's either." Prousnitz listed words he said you should know if you wanted to complete a crossword. Visceral, psyche, sang-froid, and tawdry. Juliet repeated the words and asked, "What do they mean?" Visceral is emotional, psyche refers to the mind, sang-froid is self-control, and tawdry, well, that's just vulgar. "Sang-froid can never be visceral," she said. Prousnitz ruffled her hair. "Aren't you the precocious girl?"